broadcasting live from Houston, from the space city to the world. You are watching Now Media Television.
Hi, welcome back. I'm Jessica Leal, your guest host today for Biz Talk with Sherman. As I said earlier, he is out testing positive with COVID, but we have the show going on. So excited to welcome to the show Ranjit with Tax Planning. Hi there, Ranjit. Thanks for being here today.
So I want to talk to you about tax planning. And the last week we were talking about S-Corps as a way to actually reduce self-employment taxes. Another way to actually save a lot of money on your taxes would actually hiring your children. If you have a child that's, let's say, 10, 11, 12 years old, a lot of times they're already helping you out in your business. So a lot of people don't know that but you can actually put them on payroll. Depending on if you're an S-Corp or an LLC, it's different as how you put them on payroll, but you can put them on payroll. And when you do them on payroll, you can actually pay them up to $12,000. Obviously, they need to be reasonable wages, right? You can't pay them $1,000 per hour. So what you need to do is coming up with reasonable wages and aid. So the question is what you need to do is, right? So the question comes is you need to have timesheets. They actually do need to do the work. Have timesheets. Make sure that they sign. They're actually doing the work. Pay them a reasonable wage, not $1,000 per hour, but like $15 or $12 an hour. Figure it out because they're already helping out your business. Make them file paperwork, make them do other situations where they could save a lot of money on this. And basically you are paying them. Probably kids are expensive. So obviously you're already giving them a ton of money with toys or video games or whatever, but they can actually earn it and it can be tax deductible in your business. But the money money needs to go from the business account, needs to go into their personal account. Not even their family account, but it needs to go to their personal account, their individual account. So you can actually pay them up $12,000. That's a deduction on your business. They'll save you a couple of $1,000s. Now, here's the other thing: is a lot of people don't want to give $12,000 to their kids because that will be extremely expensive. That's a lot of money for any kid, right? For any 12-year-old. All right, so you want to give it. What you can do is put that money into a 529 plan, which is a college savings plan. You put the money in there, and then it can grow tax-free if the money is being spent on education. Now, if the money is not spent on it, the question goes about education. So it needs to go on education. If not, then they'll become taxable, the earnings. Or you can create a Roth IRA, so you're already saving up for your kids' retirement, and when they retire, all that earnings are non-taxable. So basically, you can do one or the other or do both. And it's a way for you to actually put money into your kids tax-free, and it's a tax deduction on yourself. So at the end of the day, you save tons of money. The only thing, a long-term question is you have to have the kids need to actually do the work. So you can't put a 6-year-old on your payroll, right? You have to put like a 12-year-old to up to 17 years old. So you got 5 or 6 years so you can actually maximize that savings. And if you have any questions on how to do because there are complications, you do need to submit a 941, a W-2, make sure all the payroll's done. Those are the things if you have those questions, you can always give me a call at 713-258-0196, or you can always check my website, makh-accounting.com. And you can always contact me at these times and we can discuss the best way to reduce tax, because I don't care what political lines you lie on, everybody hates paying taxes.
That is true. That is true. Yes, everybody hates that. As we gather and we're getting to the end of the year, is there any tip, like one tip that we need to be thinking about now that we're getting to the end of the year of a tax year?
That's a great question. Now, if you have you have to look at your books, and if you have a large net profit, not revenue, I'm talking about net profit, revenue minus expenses. If you have a large net profit in your books, you're like, let's say it's $100,000. You're like, well, it's a lot of money and I'm going to have to pay taxes on it. Well, one thing you do, if you need a large piece of equipment, maybe it's you run a construction company, you need to buy a large equipment that's $10,000. Go ahead and buy it. So you can actually depreciate it in this coming year. You could always use bonus depreciation. It gets a little more complicated, but you could buy the equipment this year and be able to depreciate it, all of it, in this 2021. And if you're worried about like next, so that being next year, you can figure about. But if anything you want to reduce is basically buy equipment or a computer or some things like that.
That's great advice. Like I said, as we end the year, you know, we don't think about things that we could do at this last minute, that it's not still too late to have some savings in our taxes when we start paying next year. Again, tell us how people can get a hold of you, contact you with any questions that they have. Maybe they just need a little advice at the end of the year before we start really thinking about filing our taxes at the end of January.
My phone number is 713-258-0196. Also, you can contact me by email is Ranjit, R-A-N-J-I-T, at makh-accounting.com. Or you can also check my website at makh-accounting.com. And you can be able to take a look there and basically come up and just call me up and figure out some right tax tips. Because we do have 3 weeks, and since everybody's on a cash basis, meaning it's all based upon how much money is flowing through your accounts, you can actually take advantage of some tax savings even until December 29th, because that's to clear the bank.
Oh, great. See, we're not, for us procrastinators, it's not too late. It's almost too late, but not quite. Thank you for that great information. For those of us who, a lot of us we don't like taxes, but we cannot avoid them. So thank you for giving us some last minute tips. Appreciate it. You know, we all talk about making those results better business results. I'm all about that. And when we come back, we're going to meet with Coach Austin, and he's got some great advice for you. We'll be right back with Biz Talk with Sherman.